A look inside Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, NFC South rivals collide. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. And off we go from Tampa. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
I mean, you talk about a career resurgence. In his time in Tampa Bay, I mean, think back, Mike. Former #1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy, and then the Cleveland Browns, the team that drafted him, they pretty much said, you know what, we're going to move on without you. And it took Baker Mayfield a little time to find where that next home that believed in him. And since he landed in Tampa Bay, he has taken the opportunity and run with it. Back-to-back Pro Bowl appearances, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns. If he continues to cut back on the interceptions, he's going to continue to take this Buccaneers team into the playoffs, because that's really all he's ever done.
He'll go again here with Irvin. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Trayvon Merritt left to make the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. That is caught! And he will go all the way. Emeka Egbuka. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Panthers 0. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
And he's really had an up and down start to his NFL career, and he's always going to be viewed, fair or unfairly, through the lens of that blockbuster trade that Carolina made to acquire him with the first overall pick. So that's going to be the lens. C.J. Stroud wins Rookie of the Year, and Bryce Young has a disappointing rookie season. But then you look at last year, Mike, only a year later, the back half of the season, Bryce Young looked like the first overall pick in the draft. So if they get that version of Bryce Young now in year 3, this Carolina Panthers team can compete in their division, and I think they can make some noise come the end of the year.
From the 38 now, here's second down and a yard. A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Levante David doing his work on defense.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
46-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
He finds McMillan downfield. It's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 23 yards on that pass play. It's a Carolina first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he will get into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Panthers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He's got it. Panthers come right back to tie it at 7.
At 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return is Sean Tucker. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Baker gonna give it to Irvin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Right back to Irving. He'll push forward for about a yard. Christian Rose, boom. There on the tackle.
At the 28-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
1st and 10 at the 47.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Now, screen set up for Irving. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, Baker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Wade on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 26-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
2nd and a yard. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal.
Second and goal.
Second and goal. Irving trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a third attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Baker Mayfield, touchdown Tampa. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Buccaneers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Panthers 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return is Hubbard. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
And the Panther 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield to throw. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
34-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Down the field, it's Evans. Will score. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bucs will take a 21-7 lead.
Panthers 7.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Ground, it's Dowdle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's Hassan Reddick getting in there to bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Check.
The give. This is Irving. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. He'll swing this out wide to Irving. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll run with Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal. Good running gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
That's another Buccaneers first.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
McLaughlin put it on the extra point. And the Buccaneers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. On play action, Young looking left side, his tight end Tremble. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
And that quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. Not much happening there, just a short game.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Young. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Irving, and he'll get about 5.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again here with Irving. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
3rd down, they need 5. They send Godwin in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On the bootleg, it's Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. And the RPO, that's out to McMillan. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Carolina first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Well, he gave one defender the runaround there on his way to picking up 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. That's Yaya Diaby with the tackle.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
He'll take this down to the 23. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
On the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
Here's a third down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
15 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Big-time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
They'll run with Hupper, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Throwing is Young. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's third down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
From the gun here on 3rd down, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
On 4th down, on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This from 34 yards. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Panthers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The veteran Mike Evans, he's heading back out onto the field with the rest of the Tampa Bay offense. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The shotgun. Mayfield to the left side to Godwin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 36 yards.
It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Tershawn Wharton in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he's in. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Tampa. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bucs tack on one more to their lead.
Buccaneers 35, Panthers 10.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw, Young. A pass taken in by Dowdle. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Young. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Young. The catch made by McMillan. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Here's Young. He's got a man. That's McMillan. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that.
He cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Young to throw. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 31
A
yards.
Big play for the Panthers. 31 yards.
A gain of 31 yards. First down.
First and 10. Here's Young. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Second and 10. Now Young. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
In trouble, and down he goes. Now the Bucs will take their first time out as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll send their tight end left. They'll run it. It's Irvin. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On second down, Baker. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got him in! It's Ibuka, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. It's a gain of 7. It brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. To return is Hubbard. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. That one intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's Irvin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll in this defense.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's Otten in motion. Right back to Irving. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
3rd down and 9. Now Mayfield. Now screen set up for Irving. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown Buccaneers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add 1 more onto their big lead.
45. Panthers 13.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. His drive will start on the ground, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
They'll go play action with Young. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Baker to throw. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Yards on the play.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
That's Ibuka in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A run on first and goal. And he will score again. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs add on to their already sizable lead.
Panthers 13.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. To return is Johnson. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. The handoff, it's Irving. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
That's good for a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll work forward for a couple. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
Down by Trevin Wallace. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 7. Give, this is Irving. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On play action, Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 10 yards.
He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a 1st down to boot.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Young to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Yaya Diaby getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On 2nd down, Young. Oh, he gets that downfield to Tremble, the tight end. That's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Panther first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Out of the shotgun. Young. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Bucs have it. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to rumble all the way home. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Buccaneers stretch things out even further.
Buccaneers 59, Panthers 13.
Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and receiver Tenaroa McMillan set to take over once again. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On first down is Young. Open man downfield is Leggett. He's to the 15. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Panthers will get just a bit closer.
Panthers 20.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll run with Irving. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Shaw Smith Wade on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On first down, here's Irving. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again here with Irving. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
A gain of 10 yards. And a first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They go play action with Mayfield. He's got it at about the 8. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
So 3rd and goal inside the 5, Mike. Defensively, what you're trying to do is, of course, keep him out of the end zone. But the second step is don't allow them to have any decision about whether or not they want to go for it on 4th down. So now after that sack, they take the loss and probably leads to a field goal attempt.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now Mayfield. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Nick Scorton getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight, pass rush is getting home, back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks, back them up. What's going to happen now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we reach the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 30 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Lavonte David in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
Here's a carry for Dowdle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in, right side by Leggett. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll be honest, Mike. I think everyone in this stadium, when that ball went up, you're thinking pick. Fortunately for him, there wasn't a defender in the area, and he's able to reel it in for a nice gain.
Leggett in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Buccaneers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Here's Irving. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
He was brought down by Lathan Ransom. Brings up third down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he'll have it. He'll have it at the 16-yard line. First down picked up as the running game comes through.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, the goal for Rashad White, the back out of Arizona State. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
White, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time, it's White. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
No gain on the play.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced 3rd down.
Tucker will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
69. Panthers 20.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll pick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense and receiver Teteroa McMillan set to take over once again. They'll run with Dowdle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Young to throw. He'll step up and run this.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 9. Now Young. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle.
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores, you cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, this is out to Evans. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
Derek Brown on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by 20.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
39-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bucs will extend their lead.
72.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. To return is Hubbard. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now, Dowdle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Here's the pistol snap to Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Open man, right side, he's got it. A gain there of 11. It's a Carolina first down.
A gain of 11 on
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10.
The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. It's Otten in motion. The drive begins with a run by White. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
19 yards.
That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, right back to White. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's 2nd and 2. Looking from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First and 10.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense. And he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
They bring their tight end right. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Still first down.
Baker going to hand it to White, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
2nd and 13 at the 35-yard line.
Moving the tight end right. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.